What's up guys, Yosh Rao here. I am out here at the beautiful NXL Windy City Open, Chicago, great weather. Yeah, happy to be out here with the guys. We had a great weekend of practice in San Antonio with Level and X Factor. Just want to give you a quick little walkthrough of the back center now that we've arrived at the tournament. Sometimes things are a little different here than they are at practice, and it's important to identify those things. So the first thing that I usually look at is just the consistencies, right? So we get dialed in at practice, we do a lot of drills, shooting off the break, and a lot of that stuff requires you to kind of identify different gaps where you can shoot runners, how you can be protected and still shoot and protect certain zones on the field. So I'm gonna look at, what looks exactly the same as practice. So those things are still embedded in my quiver, I guess. And then the next thing I would do is try to find the little differences, things that I can use to my advantage or things that maybe make my job not quite as good. So from the back center here, I did a lot of job doing, basically shooting from the back center to the Dorito side. I found that the most effective shot was usually like off the back here so you could see the running cut fully. I do think you can probably still shoot the runner if you step up to it, but you don't get good vision if they go up to that wing on the Dorito side. So first couple shots off the back center here, you still have to keep an eye on their back center and make sure they're not shooting at you, but you can basically see a runner go through the cut or identify that they didn't go and then try to protect that zone. So first couple shots, then you tuck in here and it's basically a gun battle until they earn their way outside. So you can still shoot over the wing. You got that nice little down cut so you can flood that zone outside the Utah. If they do get out there, hopefully you see the flash through that cut. You'll usually get some paint back at you. That's an indicator that the guy wanted to go. And then you have the next couple. The reason that this spot was so powerful in practice is because you have multiple opportunities to stop the runner.
Hello Paintball World, Blake Yarber here from San Diego Dynasty, aka the Panther. All right, we're gonna walk through the middle of this field. I like this field. Look at this big old channel that you can see right out of the start gate here. So as I progress in the field, I'm preferably going to be looking right towards the Doritos because there's a forest to go on the snake side. Now, snake side shooters, you're going to have a lot of advantages if you're tall. I'm tall, so I'll probably get utilized that way, but I can't see a whole lot. So anyways, as I come up here, we're going to use this door in the middle of the field to shut down this Dorito side. I think that at this field, a lot of pressure is going to be coming from the snake side, but if you can eliminate their Dorito side attack, now you've bottled them up into the snake side. So once I get here and I've eliminated that Dorito side threat, now my pie is quite small, so now I can focus on that.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Arturo Andrade from San Diego Dynasty and we're out here in Chicago walking the pro field. I'm going to give you guys some tips about the snake side. So what do I look at first when I come into the field on the snake side? The first thing I look is who can shoot me. What are my routes? How can I get into the snake first off, right? Because if you can't get there, then how can you do damage over there? So the first thing is to check what the back center can see. If he can see me, which is the easiest guy that will be able to shoot me without putting any pressure on him. So there's a small gap that he can shoot me, and where is that, right? So how fast will I have to go? If I have to shoot to protect myself, if I can go straight, and what other routes I can do. For instance, here I can go either in front of this or behind this and get all the way into the snake, and it will be a different route where the back center will have to pick which he's going to shoot, either high or low. So those are the first things you want to see. Next off is if we walk over here with all my buddies. When you walk it, you want to see who can shoot you when you're moving, right? Who are you going to be able to shoot once you're there? Let's say if you go here to the corner, who's going to be able to put paint on you? And then from here, how can you get into the snake, right? What are going to be the moves you're going to take? This is not the best bunker to go into the snake. If you go here off the break, you might as well put somebody else to go in for you because you already took the field, right? You already took some ground. So you don't want to be that guy where you give that away by moving, but you can also do that, of course. And then if you come over here with me, you'll see that if you come into the snake, you want to see that this gap where who's going to be able to shoot you across the field when you're running off the break, or if you're not off the break, who will be able to put a trap, right? Who's going to be able to put a trap, like let's say that yellow bunker right there. If somebody's there waiting for this move and you do it sloppy, he's going to probably pick you. So you want to be aware that he's not going to be able to shoot you. And once you get into the snake, the best thing you can do is open your ears, right? You want to hear your bodies tell you where they are and what you have in front of you. If you can crawl down the snake, if you have to wait because there's somebody in their snake, you can surprise or you can't surprise. And then go bunker to bunker, watching what shots you can get so that you can get some kills. And then, of course, if you can get all the way, who's going to be your immediate threat, right? And that way is how you play the snake.
What's up, guys? This is Harrison Fry from San Diego Dynasty. Once you get into the snake, that's where the magic starts. So first thing you need to know, are you here alone? Did you have communication with your back guy to know where they are? If you are here alone, most likely crawl to the other end, shoot everyone in the back. That's a good strategy. But there's also a nice little sneaky shots here to help your back guy stop their guy from coming in. The other thing to know also is, do they know you're here or not? If they don't know you're here, it can change how you play. So knowing all these little bits and pieces is what makes a snake player kind of be the hero or the zero. So when you know that you're here and they don't know that, you crawl to their side, shoot everyone in the back, happy days. This bunker doesn't have that much, the snake 2. The snake 3 is where the magic starts to happen. And what you can do here is, because this snake 3 is a little bit out from this snake 2, a lot of times you can crawl out here real quick without anyone on the wire seeing you. This bunker is an important bunker. You can see a lot of Dorito guys, and it also, a lot of times if there's another guy on the other side, this is kind of where it starts to stalemate. 50 snake is 50 snake, you know how it is. Their side's great. This is where we like to be, on their side, shooting people in the back. So even more their side, even more backs, even better. And then we should be home free from here.
How's it going? Alex Frazier here from San Diego Dynasty. Going to walk you through the Dorito side of the field real quick. The back center is a pretty crisp gun off the break and can sort of see where people go over here. So you're going to probably want to have a guy there being eyes and voice. When you're running over here, there's kind of a variety of spots you can go to. It's just about mixing it up and figuring out what the overall game plan is. So if you come up here to this little Dorito, you got great shots on the snake off the break. You get in there and you can do some productive stuff on the outside, but you're kind of in a prone spot, engaged in a firefight with that tower guy, which, you know, you have one edge, he has 2 edges, and it's a little touch and go during the game, but it's a nice place to go to shoot off the break. This is probably the most common spot you're going to see people run. You're standing, you have eyes, and then, you know, you can throw paint back at your guy off the break, your mirror, and you can kneel down and wrap and try to contest the back center guy and move up. After you get up here, I mean, you could stretch to the corner, but after you get up in these spots, it's just a lot of putting that back center guy in, figuring out where the guy is, and making the bumps. So once you get into here, it's kind of like the playground. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun crash and bash 'em snake, and this guy's kind of going to be a bandit over here, so it's going to be a fun weekend for Dorito guys.
What's up, everybody? Chris Shear here from San Diego Dynasty. Prior to this, Alex Frazier broke down how we get out to the Dorito side. I'm here today now to talk to you about, once you're out on the Dorito side, kind of how we play it, kind of the progressions that I go through on this side. It's definitely an interesting field. There's a lot of big gaps on this Dorito side. One of my favorite spots is this initial Dorito, because you can figure out where a lot of people are, right? If we don't know where some people are, you got shots coming in on you. A lot of times I'm looking to wrap at the back center here. I'm looking to wrap on this door here. One thing that can be a little bit sketchy on this side is trying to put guys in. There's a few bunkers that kind of get in your way, so you kind of have to edge out a little bit to get those guys in. Once you make it past this big gap here, you have to remember that this Dorito here is angled differently than this one here. This one is a flat side. From this point, I mean, there's a lot of space between this Dorito and the 50 brick. You have to fight in a couple guys, and like I said, one of those spots that is heavy, you're gonna have to really edge that guy out to be able to make the move. So it's a pretty gunfight heavy side. So I would definitely ensure that you got your gun up, you're looking downfield, you understand where the spots are that's shooting at you. So that's what I got for you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ryan Greenspan, San Diego Dynasty out here at the Chicago NXL event. We got some great weather on tap for the weekend, and this field is looking to be pretty exciting, pretty dynamic. You know, we've seen a lot of action on the snake sides in particular. You know, a lot of teams going heavy with 3 bodies this way, just kind of getting the flow and the motion out in there. You know, if you do control the snake, you're going to probably do pretty well on this field. But you can't go to sleep over there on the Dorito side either. You know, we got guys like Chris Shearer and Alex Fragi on this Dorito side who are really putting the pressure down. You know, it's more of a slow play over there, very similar to the NXL Texas event, where we kind of had 3 guys playing the snake side, 1 in the back center kind of monitoring the Doritos, and then our lone soldier over there on the Dorito side who can kind of attack when necessary. The center of the field isn't particularly effective in play. You know, there's some spots you can go to really lock down the Dorito side. It's pretty blind on the snake side, but overall, I think if you can really attack that snake and get control of it, get a body out wide, it's, you know, the classic type of snake where you want 1 body in the corner, 1 body in the snake, and you want to be wrapping and dominating. That's where we've had the most success. And, you know, we got Harry and Arturo in there, and then backed up by myself, Archie, and Marcelo and Blake, all playing in the snake side. So hopefully we're going to come out with the dub on top here and close it out for another win here for the Dynasty boys. And, you know, everybody who's out here in Chicago, the Dynasty Champions Club, we'll have the VIP set up, so you guys have a nice, great viewing section for all of you to watch, and got some really killer prizes on tap. Can't wait to show you guys, and can't wait to hang out with the Champs Club players in the next couple big games. So we're all paintball, all fun, all Dynasty.